All right, good afternoon, and welcome to the Santa Barbara Community College District Board of Trustees Candidates Forum. My name is John Kay. I'm a professor emeritus in the political science department here at the college. On Tuesday, the 2nd of November, area voters are going to be asked, amid a lot of other important issues, to elect 4 of the 7 elected trustees to the Santa Barbara Community College District. Trustees serve 4-year terms. The remaining 3 trustees will be up for election in 2 more years. Most of you do know that Santa Barbara Community College District is divided into 4 trustee areas. Trustee area number 1 is the Carpinteria-Summerlin area. Trustee area number 2 would be Montecito. Trustee area number 3, Santa Barbara. And trustee area number 4, the Hope, Goleta, and westward to the end of the district. An area close enough to 35 or thereabouts miles from end to end. And here's an important point to remember. Well, each of the trustees must live in the trustee area in which he or she is elected. Voters residing throughout the entire area are allowed to cast votes for candidates in each trustee area. For example, if you live in the Goleta area, you still get to cast a vote for the candidates, let's say, in the Carpinteria-Summerlin area. So in more formal terms, it's called the system that is voting at large by district. It's also pretty obvious that trustees have important duties, including the oversight of this college, establishing the rules and regulations that govern the college, approving the allocation of substantial resources of the college. 2 years ago, for example, this college had a budget of over $100 million, a total staff, full and part-time, of nearly 1,200 people, and more than 260 full-time contract instructors. And so on the 2nd of November, elections are going to be held in the 3 of the 4 trustee areas. And voters will be given the following choices. In trustee area number 1, that's the Carpinteria-Summerlin area, you will be asked to vote for no more than 1, and the candidates Sally D. Green, incumbent, will be listed along with Peter O. Hasland, Professor Emeritus. You'll meet them in a moment. In trustee area number 3, that's the Santa Barbara area, you will be given an opportunity to vote for no more than 2 candidates, and they will be listed as Marcia Croninger, environmental attorney, Desmond O'Neill, incumbent, Marty Bloom, retired mayor / teacher, and Joe W. Dobbs, incumbent. And there are 2 candidates contesting for the seat from the 4th area, which is trustee area 4, the Goleta and beyond, and they are listed as Lisa Macker, accountant / business owner, and Catherine or Kay Alexander, incumbent. The formal rules, if I could use that term, formal rules for today will be as follows. Candidates are going to be given an initial opportunity, that means 90 seconds, to introduce themselves. And each candidate will be asked to respond initially to 3 questions. And those are questions that are formulated and have been created exclusively by the sponsors of this forum. And they are the representatives of the California School Employees, the Associated Students, the Academic Senate, and the Instructors Association. And the order of candidate responses will alter as we move to subsequent questions. Candidates are also going to be given a minute and a half to respond. And there is a timer, a fearless one, I might add, right in front. And he will indicate when 30 seconds remain. when 15 seconds remain and when your time is up. And at the end of the first round of questions, that is to say the 3 questions, 3 additional questions will be taken from the audience, and you will be given written cards soon, if not now, and they will be distributed, the written cards. And at the end of, let us say, the first question of the first round, we'll start collecting those cards, collated them, and then 3 questions will then be chosen from the audience. On that second round, candidates will also be given another 1.5 minutes to respond. Now, this is a forum, let me quickly add, where very important issues are being discussed so that voters can make sound and hopefully wise choices. And so we know that you will all be as respectful to the candidates as they, of course, will be towards each other. So we can begin. And I'll begin by asking the question, why you? Why should you be elected to the Board of Trustees? And let's just begin by right here, Dr. Alexander, and then just go right around. Why you?
1.5 minutes?
Yeah, you got up to 1.5 minutes, yes.
I have had a great deal of concern about this election. It's only every other time when we have an election does a quorum, or 4 out of the 7, do they come in front of you. And I feel that there's been a lot of turmoil on this campus, a lot of questions asked, and some of them will be coming out today. I think orderly change is better than turning the board over completely, which you do if you turn over a quorum of the board. So for those reasons, I filed again. I've filed many times before, as most of you know. And I would hope that you would take seriously my concerns in voting, that what this college needs is orderly change, not radical, upsetting change. And that's my minute and a half.
Please, Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Macker, and I'm so proud to be here today as a trustee candidate. I went to school here 35 years ago, and I have 2 teenagers here, and my 86-year-old dad is a volunteer tutor at this time. The reason you should vote for me, you know, I have a background in accounting. I've got a degree in business economics. I got a CPA license in 1985. It's inactive right now because I've spent the last 25 years in nonprofit management, administration, financial management. I've also served on boards. So I can handle the whole breadth of administration and financial areas. I'm currently the treasurer for the board for the Alpha Resource Center of Santa Barbara and have been since 2004. I see on this current board a true lack of expertise in my strengths in the area of accounting. I see this when I read papers that are distributed by the board, when I see articles in the newspaper. And when I look at the websites, I don't see accurate information being put out in terms of accounting. So, you know, it's been said we're part of a special interest group. I'm not part of a special interest group, but I have a special interest in providing you with a board of trustees who understands budgets, who releases accurate financial information. And so that's why I'd like you to vote for me, so I can bring you the energy, the expertise, and the commitment to bring those things to this board. Thanks.
All right, please.
My name is Joe Dobbs. I'm a passionate and dedicated leader of this institution. I'm president this year, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of this institution. I'm an effective leader because not only am I president of the board this year, but I was president of the state organization, the California Community College Trustees. It's quite an honor. I served on that board for 8 years. I'm dedicated to student service. We have a college plan. I hope you look at it. Committed to the success of students. I don't hear that much in this campaign. Students, okay? I have an institutional memory, but so do the faculty, and so does the staff. You should see them when we honor them for 25 or 30 years. We're not the only ones that have, you know, a lot of years of service. We're in a financial crisis. I don't have to tell you that, and City College has been affected as most. We have not laid off any permanent employees, and we have not given any furloughs. In fact, we've done our best to keep our employees happy, if you will, because we feel that they're part of the family. So we're out there trying to do the very best we can, and I know we are, and we're here promoting the public good over the single interest issues. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Marty Bloom, and I'm interested in being a trustee here. You know, Santa Barbara City College is beloved by everybody in this community. It's just a great institution, but in the last couple of years, there have been some decision-making that has been questionable. I first became aware of it in continuing education, where classes have been disproportionately cut, the numbers of students have dropped, and the administration has unnecessarily cut back the parent-child workshops over 40%, squandering the goodwill in this community. The other 90%, the credit side, is experiencing some top-down decisions too, which don't make any sense. For example, the Center for Sustainability was told it's no longer a priority. I couldn't find that in the minutes anywhere, so somebody just decided it's no longer a priority. But the city of Santa Barbara and the Santa Barbara South Coast deserves to have a discussion about that. They are job winners. The green jobs are good jobs, and it's an increasing number of jobs in that area. So I think we owe it to the young people here to give them the best chance out there. I believe the staff here is wonderful. They're good professionals. They have ideas which should be cultivated, and I'm running to bring energy and new ideas, but to make sure that we talk to the staff, that we talk to the students, and make sure we bring ourselves together for this community. Thank you.
Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold. I'm Des O'Neill. I've been a trustee for 16 years, but my history with community colleges goes back a long way. When I first came to the United States, I planned to work for a couple of years so that I could save money to go to college. However, I met a gentleman who drove a bus for a community college, and I'd never heard of community colleges before, and he suggested that I enroll at a community college. Well, I did, and I rode the bus for a year. It set me up. At the end of that year, my teachers at Monterey Peninsula College encouraged me to go to Berkeley. I went through Berkeley, got a bachelor's degree there in history, went to law school, came to Santa Barbara originally as a graduate student in history at UCSB. I was taking a class in junior college education, and I was sent down here to City College to student teach with George Frakes. I went away thereafter, came back in 1969 when I was offered a permanent position here, have always been connected with City College over the years, and I'm running out of time, so I'll try to get the rest of it in somehow during the course of the afternoon. Thank you.
And Marcia?
Marcia Croninger. I'm an environmental attorney. I've practiced for over 30 years. 11 years of that was with the state of California in environmental enforcement programs, and also writing and negotiating legislation in Sacramento. I'm familiar with that world. I'm familiar with complex regulatory programs. I became involved with the college for a number of years in terms of taking non-credit classes, and then I became concerned about some of the decision-making that didn't seem to me to make sense. I've been to every board meeting, every study session since February. I've been to most of the College Planning Council meetings. I've been to Citizens Advisory Council meetings, and I've been the student representative on the Continuing Ed Consultation Council. I have been involved in the decision-making process for this college. And I am concerned. I am concerned that there is a lack of transparency, of information needed to make decisions, and a lack of participatory governance, which is the right of faculty and students to participate in decisions that have input in decisions that affect them before they are made. I've never run for office, but I felt it was too important not to get involved and try to bring those things